Fame.
Fame.
Being famous.
I want to live forever. I want to learn how to fly. Fame. Song.
There's a lot of history to fame, and there's a lot of modern cravings for fame.
There's fame monsters.
We're going to discuss the philosophies of fame.
Fame.
Welcome back to the Gentleman's Sit Down. We are an untraditional podcast.
Trying to be traditional gentlemen.
I am Soterius de Limitius.
And I'm Joshua Callahan.
Links in the descriptions below for the social medias. There's a subscribe button. There's a bell button. Click it. All of it. Even the like button.
Yes.
Write a comment. Click some letters and put it into a comment. I don't care if it's gibberish.
Write a song about fame. Put it in the comments.
Yes. Even
Or
share.
plagiarize David Bowie's song about fame.
Yeah. And share it. Come on. Share it. Leave some feedback. We're reading them. You think we're not? We're reading them. Come on.
Don't question us.
Yeah.
If you do, put it in the comments.
Yeah, put it in
then
the
you can
comments.
comment.
Yeah.
You can question us.
Yeah.
What?
Got him. So yeah, fame.
Why fame?
Why are gentlemen talking about fame? Well, it's popped up in history.
Because, I think, in my opinion, fame is a monster that you equate with like power, influence. So people want it for their ego. And so, it can be a bad thing or it can just be a thing that you're doing. You're famous because I did something famous.
Yeah.
People seek it.
Sometimes the pursuit could be bad. Sometimes the pursuit actually is beneficial. I mean, it depends. People's stories are strange.
Glory can be good or glory can be a whole.
Yeah, it's true. History is filled with men chasing fame, especially in ancient history. Like the Vikings, for example. They always cared about their story,
Valhalla,
their saga.
Yeah.
They wanted to enter Valhalla, dying on the battlefield, but they wanted to leave an impact on the world.
Legacy.
They wanted to be famed. They wanted to be renowned for their exploits, their conquerings, their successions.
I think it's about being immortalized and legacy, and renown.
Yes.
That can be what fame is. I think it's it's in kind of an ancient definition. You think about mythology. You think about the people, they're going to live on with the representation in myth and mythology and legend.
It's a good thing you say that because I was going to bring up Achilles. Achilles, his whole purpose, he wanted to be famed, renowned. He wanted to live forever, and he knew the only way he could was through his name. And then Alexander the Great picked up that dream, and then Julius Caesar picked up that dream.
But isn't there a lesson to be learned by Achilles seeking fame? His weakness
Was his heel.
Was his heel. He was destined to be famous because he was dipped by the heel into the god juices or whatever it is.
I think it was the river Styx.
He was what?
I think it was the river Styx.
He didn't get the heel covered. So that was his weak spot. Anyway, the whole point is it could be a tragic flaw or it can be a decisive character trait. And ambition will be that flaw of fame if you're too ambitious or if your ambition runs amok.
Modern day, a lot of people, when they seek fame or when they think about fame, they usually think about like celebrities, actors,
Lady Gaga,
singers.
fame monster. She was making fun of it with her whole career, kind of, or, taking ownership of it. You can be famous too or whatever. Yeah. But she was using that to propel her career. So she used the idea.
It was a double-edged sword.
Smart. It was smart.
Yeah.
Smart. She made a lot of money off it. And she's, famous. She's earned it. I agree. I think, the Kardashians seek fame through social medias and people common people, regular people, everyday people seek fame through their Insta famous. They want to be Instagram famous. They want to be, we don't do this for fame. We do this. Well, I'm not going to speak for you, but we do this. We said why we do this. We do this because we want to be a part of the dialogue. We, have dialogue in our regular day to day and we share it.
Yeah.
If that were to create fame, so be it. It's not the seeking of it.
Yeah. Well, I can't say that I'm not seeking fame because I'm here, I'm doing a podcast, and I want it to grow. So I'm seeking some sort of,
Recognition,
recognition or some sort
acknowledgement of
yes.
your creative abilities.
Yeah, or some sort of renown or something. I don't know. Something to, the wider base of people start to listen because I want to be more involved in, like we said, the dialogue and to be heard more and to have, not a final say because that's not our role. That's not our, expectations.
Not
but to
the
have,
ipso facto say. Not, in other words,
yeah,
not the say that is the end all be all.
yeah, but to have words in there for everyone, including ourselves, to be a part of the thought process, the thinking, the discovery, the work towards what could eventually lead us to a final word or
That's
a
why
final say.
it's important to leave comments because you're part of that. You're an interaction to whatever that is.
Exactly.
Because you may through your comments and coercion invite us to speak of something that you care about. Be a topic because we're doing it for gentlemen, right? Right.
Exactly.
So and the women can comment and be like, what you're saying about this is problematic or not problematic or whatever. And then it's an interaction.
Yeah,
It's a
they have to
communion
give-
and a collaboration.
Yeah, everyone's perspective is heard, and everyone's perspective is thought about.
So if anybody comes famous here, whatever, it is because of you.
Exactly. It's because of you. Thank you.
Is fame in the eyes of the beholder? Like, no, you're not famous, but I think you're famous. Like,
I think fame has different levels. I think, fame, you could be famous around your community, If people know who you are, they know what you've done, your family, you could be famous within your family,
What about
Hey, everybody's
infamous?
Infamous.
You can be infamous in your family too for
Yeah.
negative
Famous for
things.
bad reasons. That's what infamous means. And for anyone who didn't know that.
Are we talking about all those levels of fame or just the ultimate fame?
I feel like fame in general is good to talk about because everyone talks about ultimate fame. Everybody knows about ultimate
pinnacles.
fame. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody dreams about ultimate fame. But then you could be famous in your workplace, You could be famous, like I said, your community. Maybe you're famous in your area.
I think seeking fame can be, for me, construed as an egotistical conceit or construct or decision. So in other words, I want to be the best at what I do. I'm going to do everything that I do at the best of my ability. I have a short time on this earth. I'm going to do it the best way I know how. And if I don't know a way, I'm going to learn a way. I'm going to figure it out and do the best. And then put that piece out there, whatever it may be, and then continue that. And if one or many or all of it combined were to produce fame, that is determinate to the people out there. So in other words, they make you famous, not you. You are creating a thing to be consumed or to react to and to involve with.
I think fame has a negative connotation to it.
It can.
I feel like a lot of people, they think of fame and they all of a sudden they become extremely critical, right? Oh,
Do you
like
deserve it? Do you deserve fame?
exactly.
Do you deserve to be? Yeah.
They become extremely critical to everyone about it.
Have you earned it?
Even famous people, like they're like, people will sit there and they're like, why is this person famous? I mean, we're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie. I've said it about, someone in the pop culture scene, and I don't understand how they made it to the pop culture scene, but they made it.
because
They have
of
a
the many
following.
peoples out
Yeah.
there. They're reacting to something they do. I may not, you may not understand it.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
get it.
why do they have 112 people following them, making them famous and putting them in the front of things? Do they have a talent or an ability, or
Yeah.
are they just cute?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's true. And
So seeking it is a different drive than it being something that is just a byproduct of what you've done.
it could be. I
It
feel
is
like
B. What do
I
you
f-
mean?
I feel like yeah, I don't know because I feel like whenever someone begins their pursuit towards achieving something, right? It could be anything.
That's achievement. That's a pursuit to achievement.
Yeah.
Yes. That's goals.
Yeah.
That's
But what I'm saying is they're pursuing to an achievement. They want to have the recognition for the achievement. So everyone is in theory searching for fame. It might not be their main goal,
I
but
disagree.
there's
If
a
people
search for it.
people, if you're looking for the notoriety to the achievement, then the achievement is kind of empty. It's like you go for the achievement, you jump the hurdle, right? And in a race, you want to win the race. That is a construct of that game. You jump the hurdle. But in life, you set up the goals and you achieve the goals.
But you tell me you don't want any recognition for your goals.
I don't demand recognition. No, the goals are for me.
No,
The
I didn't
goals are
say-
for me, my family,
Right.
and how I increase my life.
Right.
The recognition is a byproduct of, do I make money? Am I going to be recognized for how much money I make for that? Or the success? Like, there is a part of me that thinks about it, but it is not the jet fuel in my engine to achieve the goal.
Well, that's
It
not what I'm
is
saying.
accomplishment.
That's not what
No,
I'm saying.
I'm just saying, if you're going to reach an achievement, you're saying you want the notoriety. That's almost, are you making that notoriety and recognition as important as an achievement? I would not. You're saying you would.
I didn't say that. I said some people, when they have the main achievement, and that's their main goal.
And some people
to
want the
achievement.
notoriety and recognition of it.
Right, but some people, I'm saying, when everyone is chasing after, I said this, everyone is chasing after a goal, right? They have an achievement that they want to. There's this pursuit of an achievement. And when they get to the achievement, they're going to want, everyone wants some level of recognition. So I said, in theory, everyone is chasing fame. Whether it's the main goal or not, that's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying it's their main fuel or anything like that. I'm just saying
Not the main goal, but I'm trying to say, I don't seek out the recognition or notoriety. I seek out the achievement. That's all. An achievement, with my peers, maybe, an involvement with my peers may be important. And yes, I want to look back and create a legacy. So in that way, I'm maybe, in your opinion, trying to seek fame. But I want to do my best in the abilities that I have and make the achievements. I'm not going to wait for notoriety of that achievement. I'm going to move forward to the next goal and the next achievement. Is kind of what I'm saying. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying. We're all seeking fame if you seek that notoriety of the achievements, like it's got to be simultaneous or it's completely separated. So you're simultaneously looking to achieve a goal and the notoriety for that goal. Boom. Some people do that. That is ambition. That is, they want to achieve a goal and get the notoriety for that goal. If that's what fame is, then yeah, they're seeking that fame. They're seeking, the fame. So I get what you're saying. I'm saying I don't necessarily always want
Right. I'm not saying
or
anything. I'm not
equate the
saying-
achievement to the notoriety of accomplishing the task.
Right. I think I don't know. I just believe everyone wants recognition. Like, for an example, when you do a job really well, like let's say you're doing your career really well, you want recognition for it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Day-to-day achievements at the job, at the workplace, yes. Ultimate achievements.
They can be more fulfilling. But at the end of the day,
Like, what drives you to do the achievement is the importance of the achievement. So
but you also want to be recognized for it. You want people to be like, "Oh my God, that's the guy that did this," or or that's the woman that did this, and that's in its essence, that's fame. That's all I'm saying. I'm not like trying to accuse anyone of anything. I'm just saying that's in essence, you everybody wants a little bit of fame. Everybody wants
Yeah.
it.
I want a
You know?
piece of that
Yeah.
recognition. I can see a society that becomes so makes recognition so important that it's so important to them, especially with the social media, society that we have globally now.
Mhm.
They want immediate response to something they say or do,
Yeah.
and they seek it, they want it, and it's not satisfying until they get it. And
Exactly.
then once they get it, they get some kind of reaction to it. Even if they're
Dopamine.
trolling, they want more.
Yeah, they
They
get a
want more.
dopamine kick.
Yeah.
It's true.
Someone likes a video, it's like a ding goes off and their freaking endorphins kick in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying there's a technique or possibly an ability or possibly a frame of thought that's like, let me focus on, let the recognition come because it's deserved. And so in other words, don't let it, it depends on what you're trying to achieve.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, you want a report card and get A's. Are you doing it for mommy and daddy or are you doing it for you?
Should be doing it for mostly you, but you wanna make mommy and daddy proud
Well,
too.
it starts with mommy and daddy making you proud, but then when you grow up, why do you want the A's? You see what they were pushing you for.
Yeah, exactly.
It was for personal growth,
Yeah.
aptitude, and understanding.
Yeah. So you think recognition is a negative?
No, I think if it depends on sole purpose of achieving a goal, right? Now, if we're talking like fame is the ultimate, you're equating something like recognition, like of getting the Little League series and getting a plaque and a trophy and recognition for it. Like, I think there's a negative that can come out of, well, everybody gets an award.
Yes.
Everybody gets recognition for just doing something. What? I did it better than this guy. Why does he get a plaque and I get a plaque? I think that everybody can get like a badge for participating. It's included. But what? You still get an MVP. But what? You still get the top of the game and top of the thing. I believe, if we start that up with kids, then yeah, they seek and they expect that in life, but only to the best of them. And I think recognition, I think you get to a point where Beyonce now is at a point where she's famous, right? So now she wants she's thinking about the recognition to the art piece she's putting out next. And I think that is a mistake. But who am I? I'm not famous like her. I'm not famous like that. So maybe she feeds off that recognition because she's at a certain status, right?
And it depends on her. It fuels her career. It's what her career is. She needs to think business moves like that.
I think there's smarter moves she can make than just the recognition. She can appease a certain okay, this is a trend or something, and maybe have an artistic reaction to that trend that's from her own voice, which is what she is famous for, right? Her voice and her craft, like do that,
Yeah.
But just seeking out the recognition, like you think about the Kardashians, I think, good for them. They got a business on recognition and likes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of influence.
Kind of started with a sex video, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to craftily think about what are the things that I can do to get recognition from.
Exactly.
I think that is poor judgment, but some people succeed from that.
Yeah.
Like, let me leak a promiscuous pic about something and see how that. Okay, that didn't work. Let me get recognition from burping on a video and like replaying it. Like, who knows? You're seeking recognition. I think that's the bad way to go about it, but I think people still succeed from that.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that's kind of what I was kind of saying, but I mean, I just don't think
People use it as a fuel.
Yeah.
And you think it's not healthy to use it as a fuel. That's what you're saying.
I think if I'm putting it in a barrel of good or bad, I think it's mostly in the bad barrel. But I think there's a Venn diagram where you can see
The good in it.
some negative things help you project yourself to the next level.
It's true.
People say, and to get famous, they got to beg, borrow, and steal to make it. They will beg, borrow, and steal. And all those kind of seem like negative aspects of seeking fame. You're going to steal something?
Yeah.
People steal music throughout history and get famous, right?
Yep.
People borrow money and get in debt, but they're still, they use it to get famous. Beg, you go to someone behind the scenes and beg. I don't know how they beg, but all those things seem like negative things to achieve or to accomplish a goal. But some people, it's about accomplishing that goal that's so important. And if I were to do that, that is for up you to decide. It's for you to decide. If I'm going to do that, whatever that is, if I have to beg, borrow, and steal and to get to it, you have to make a judgment call for that.
Yep, it's true. I think about fame, and I think about like Achilles and Alexander the Great and Julius Caesar and Napoleon, and these guys that would like fame was a part of their fuel. It wasn't their sole fuel because they wouldn't have achieved what they achieved, if
They
that
had to
was
make
their sole
decisions
fuel.
that were huge. They had to make,
But they knew that was a part of their guiding force. Like a leader, to be a great leader, they do need to think about the fame, quote unquote, how popular they are to the people that they're leading, right? And that makes them think about decisions that they have to make that doesn't, if the smart leader, a really wise and smart leader would know that in order to make the people love them, right? Or love their leadership, respect their leadership, they know, okay, I have to make decisions that benefit the people. And sometimes those decisions are probably going to put me in a tight space or make me have to work harder or whatever the heck it is. Or maybe, but I do need to ultimately decide what's best for the people. Because if I do what's good for the people, what's best for the people, and I satisfy them in those ways, even if it's a long-term game that they don't understand, eventually they will see the results and they will know, okay, it's credited to this person. Boom. That makes me a more popular leader, more famous leader. And that could be a fuel that they use to make themselves better.
Could be. But you can also argue throughout history, the people who had to make tough, unpopular decisions, the testament of time told them you made the right decision, but it wasn't popular at the time. Sometimes there's a trend where everything is accepted. Slavery was a thing that was accepted. Everybody, their leaders believed in that. But then there had to be somebody that said, no, this is not right. And I know it's not popular and it could cause the split of a nation, but we're doing this. And, so they're not seeking the famous thing, but what happens, time makes them famous because of the repercussions of their unpopular decision. And that could be bad or good. And depends on what made you decide that.
That's what I'm saying. Saying it could be a driving force.
Mm-hmm.
Fame has different good and evils.
What jet fuel you going to use to achieve your goals?
Exactly.
You're going to put fame in the tank? You're like, that's going to be my fuel?
Yeah. Sometimes you have to ignore fame. Or the wants of
what's
fame.
that Metallica fuel song? You're like, you know the lyrics. Come on.
What?
Give me that which I desire.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Desire fame? Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
I don't know if
I don't know, it just popped in my head. I had to say it. I didn't know, and you knew it. I know.
Yeah. But fame, ultimately, I think, it can be good. It's another tool, I guess. If you want to use it as a fuel, it can be. You have to really try to focus to use it as a tool.
Yeah. And the rise and fall of fame or whatever can be entertaining to the people.
Yeah, it could be.
It could tell a story, and we can learn. We can all learn from it. The fame of Alexander the Great and the fame of other people, you can learn from that.
Yeah.
How did they achieve their fame?
Yeah.
I don't know. Read a book. Take a look.
It's usually a big balancing act, I feel. So you have to do what would be popular for the people, right? But then sometimes you had to, like for Alexander the Great, he had to make decisions that weren't popular to the people, but he knew for the long run it would be beneficial for the people. So it's a balancing act. You got to get good at it. I don't know. I think we covered it. I think we discussed it.
Hey, we discussed fame and the glories thereof.
We philosophized about it.
And the pitfalls.
Yeah.
Everything glorious can have a downside and an upside.
Exactly.
Flip a coin.
I've been Steer Steelamitz.
I've been Joshua Callahan.
We've been the Gentleman's Sit Down. We hope you have a great week. There's links in the description below.
Ring a bell.
Yeah, come on.
Do something.
If you enjoyed the video,
Be famous.
come on. If you didn't enjoy it, give us the feedback. Be harsh. And yeah, we hope you have a great week. We'll catch you next week. Peace.
Peace.